delightful. For my second Halloween inspired tutorial, I decided to make some of the characters from Hotel Transylvania. I love this movie so much. It's my all-time favorite Halloween movie. I die of cuteness every time I watch the bat scene. It is so adorable. And as you can see, I really love bats. I feel they're a very misunderstood species. When I have people over for dinner or for parties, I like to identify the glasses. This way I spend less time washing the dishes and more time with the guests. These are actually not too complicated to make and the result is super cute. So have fun and here we go!
Here are some of the materials you will need. Orange, brown, gray, black, tan, light pink and blue and a bit of white polymer clay. Translucent liquid Sculpey and some glaze. Black, blue, yellow, white, brown and green paint. A rolling pin, an Xactoknife, a needle tool and a dotting tool, a toothbrush and a paintbrush. For Frankenstein, roll a small log of clay, then pinch the top middle part to sculpt the nose. Then make the indents where the eyeballs will be with your dotting tool. Poke 2 small holes at the bottom of the nose for his nostrils and make an indent for the mouth with your Xactoknife. Then with the side of your dotting tool, carve the top of his head. Add little ovals of clay for the ears and smooth them in the head. For the hair, flatten a ball of black clay on his head, then texture it with your Xactoknife. I added a bit of blue pastels for more detail. Fill in his mouth with a very thin strip of black clay, then stick little balls of white clay for his eyes. For Dracula, sculpt a cone shape for his face, then roll the tip of 2 little balls of clay between your fingers to form his pointy ears, then blend him in the sides of his face, and then a strip of clay for his nose. Now add 2 very small strips of clay for his eyebrows. For the hair, cut out a triangular shape in black clay and stick it on top of his head, and blend in a bigger piece of black clay for the back of his head. Texture the hair with a needle tool, then carve his mouth with the Xactoknife. For Murray the Mummy, make a circle with a pointy top, then start wrapping him with strips of tan clay, leaving a space for the eyes and the mouth. Texture the bandages with your toothbrush, then color them with some brown soft pastels. For Wayne the Wolfman, make a brown circle, then flatten the top and bottom. Add a small ball of black clay to a little log of brown clay for the nose, then blend it in the middle of the face. Add little ears by pinching the sides of little balls of clay, then cut out a small circle in gray clay with a straw. Stick it on top of his head, then add a thick flat circle on top. Then stick a thin black strip around the hat. Finally, add some pink rectangles for the inside of the ears. Put the Wolfman in the freezer for 10 minutes, then texture it with your needle tool to give him a furry look. For Jonathan, sculpt an oval for his head, then add a nose and some eyebrows like you did for Dracula. Then cut out a small circle of orange clay for the base of his hair. Then blend in multiple strips of orange clay to recreate his hairstyle. Then texture it all with a needle tool. Finally, you can carve his smile. For Mavis, flatten a teardrop shape for her head, blend in a little nose followed by some very thin snakes of black for her eyebrows, and stick a teardrop shape of black hair, then add strips of black clay on the side of her head, finally a trapezoid for the rest of her hair. Texture all the hair with your needle tool. Add your eye pins and bake all your characters for 30 minutes. Paint on the details on each characters, being careful to let each layer of paint dry completely before adding the next. For Murray's eyes, I started with a layer of green, then yellow, and painted his white teeth with the needle tool. For all the other eyes, I first painted the general shape in white, then added a dot of color, followed by a smaller dot of black and a little speck of white. And I added some little eyelashes to Mavis's eyes. Color Wayne's fur with a wet paintbrush dipped in white soft pastels. Once the paint is dry, finish off with a layer of glaze. There you go! Now you have your own Hotel Transylvania glass charms!
Thank you so much for watching this tutorial or any other of my tutorials. If you haven't seen it already, you can go check out last week's Halloween and Undertale inspired tutorial. Also, if you like this tutorial, please feel free to give it a thumbs up and share it. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more geeky food related tutorials. I'm pretty sure my favorite character would be Wayne, the Wolfman.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered the moment when he eats all the sheep. It's so funny.
You can also tell me in the comments below which character from Hotel Transylvania 1 or 2 is your favorite. I wish you a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye! It's a lot! I die of cuteness every time that the... For that poor, bald... I can't speak today. So, washing the kisses. I can't speak English, what's that?